For today's video I have a Kugoo Kirin S4, another scooter from Kugoo and another scooter coming from Geekbuying. Thank you Geekbuying for sending the scooter for a review. I would like to start this review by addressing the elephant in the room. What's the elephant in the room, you ask? The elephant in the room is the claim of Kugoo that this scooter does 35 kilometers per hour. Well, in my experience, any electrical scooter using 10S or 36-volt battery pack is not going faster than 30, more likely 25 kilometers per hour. Kugoo claim they have one that does 35. In this footage you can see me riding the scooter actually for the very first time, talking lots of interesting things and trying to figure out how fast does it go. As you can see on the dashboard the speed is 30 kilometers per hour, and I was like, oh yeah, it looks like it's pretty fast, maybe if you're a lighter rider you can actually do 35. But when I took a look back home at my camera GPS data, I see the scooter is actually going 22 kilometers per hour instead of going 35. And then of course I thought maybe it's my camera GPS that's off, it cannot be that the scooter is lying by so much. So I mounted my phone with a GPS speed monitoring app and thought I would just film both dashboard and the phone screen at the same time. While you can't see the LCD screen that well filmed with my camera, sometimes the number appear and you can actually compare. And when you compare, you can clearly see that the GPS speed is around 5 to 7 kilometers per hour less than is displayed by the dashboard of the scooter. And on top of that, you can see that the scooter is not really going faster than 24-ish kilometers per hour, and this is me going downwind. If I turn around and go upwind, the maximum speed is 21 kilometers per hour. I couldn't get any faster than 24. What you see right now is we are spinning the wheel up in the air. There you can see that speedometer shows 35 kilometers per hour. So the absolute maximum speed I could achieve on this scooter is actually 25 kilometers per hour, and that was for maybe 1 second. So in actual fact, the speedometer is set to show speed higher by 5, 6, 7 kilometers per hour, and I think it's not the right way to go. At the same time, it raises other questions. If they're lying about the speed, are they lying about something else? The claim is that the battery pack is 10 amp hours, but is it? Whenever I try to go uphill, or if I compare acceleration to the other scooters, this scooter actually accelerating super duper slow. Right now I will try to climb up this little hill and see if the scooter can actually make it. Just for fun, let's compare it to Hymo L2 Max. So just for a little comparison, both scooters have 10S battery packs. By the way, Hymo L2 Max, it's around 24 kilograms of weight, while this scooter is around 12 kilograms of weight. So it's twice lighter, it has the same battery pack and has more powerful motor, but can climb only half the hill. Nah, I don't think so. Crazy. This scooter sells for around 300 euros, meaning if you are here in Europe you can get it without extra taxes and very quickly in a week or so. That's probably the biggest benefit of that scooter is the cheap price. One modern thing about the scooter is the touchscreen. You can turn on and off the lights, you can change the speed modes. You can hold the buttons and turn on or off cruise control or the zero start mode. In my case, it came off broken and I only have now mounted it with one bracket, and it doesn't look like it's part of the scooter, if you know what I mean. Looking from the design point of view, it's like a clunky piece of something that you put on top of the steering wheel, and in my opinion, it's not the best design that you can think of. Now, if you continue down the scooter, this locking mechanism of the folding handle is just a joke. It's super hard to pull it off. It's made out of rubber. It's really hard to both lock it and unlock it. It's not a good idea. It's not a good design. Furthermore, the way all the steering bar is attached to the folding mechanism is not strong enough. Just take a look at this. Whenever you ride your scooter, it's shaking by 5 centimeters back and forth. And you can feel that when you go and hit the brakes, you'll go forwards. When you start to accelerate, you will go backwards. And one more thing, when the scooter arrived, it was creating a crazy noise. And that noise was here because the cable that runs above the fender into the rear light is too long, loose, and touching the tire. Eventually, it will rub through and it can even short circuit your battery, which is less than perfect, if you know what I mean. Now, it might sound a bit harsh from my side, but I want to say that it's not okay to claim that your scooter can go 35 kilometers per hour, but it can actually go 25 like any other scooter on the market. The other downsides, they're actually not that big of downsides. When the first Kugoo scooters arrived, we had to check every single screw and bolt as they were loose. But still, I have my Kugoo S1, which is 3 years old, and it's lasting today, meaning the battery is fine, the motor is fine, nothing really broke off. So other flaws are really minor. For example, these brackets, you can 3D print them, you can fix them, you can ask for the seller to send you new ones if yours also suffered some transportation damage like mine did. The scooter has 10 amp hour 10S battery pack. With 10 amp hour battery pack, you could expect to ride in about 20 kilometers range. And again, Kugoo claims that they can do 40. I don't know what kind of pigeon you should be, how tiny to ride 40 kilometers, but 20 kilometers you should be doing just fine from my riding experience and testing. The one positive thing, and actually a bit of a surprise for me, the scooter is really quiet when you go over road bumps, potholes, and so on. And to illustrate that, I will shut up now and let you watch the raw riding video with all the sounds around me recorded. Really nice and quiet on a cobblestone. And the cruise control is working, and I like that, because when cruise control is working, you can actually ride your scooter without hands. Can we? Oh, okay, this is not the easiest one to ride without hands. You can see when I let it go, it starts wiggling the handlebars. All right, it's not the most comfortable one to ride without hands. The scooter has a narrow but long deck. The width will be around 15 centimeters and in effective length will be around 50 centimeters long. The rear fender will cover you from elements really well, and I think it fits nice into the design. The disc brakes work flawlessly, nothing is touching, there is no extra noise, they are adjusted well out of the factory, so kudos for that, Kugoo. The folding mechanism, as I mentioned, the locking part, it's really annoying, but when you unlock it, then it's really easy. Probably one of the easiest ones to fold. You can hook it on the hook and lift your scooter up like there is no problem whatsoever. The same with unfolding it, you just put it back and now it's locked. The only problem is this rubber ring that's not easy to operate. So all in all, what do we have? We have a pretty standard city scooter that costs around 300 euros, which is a really good price for what you get. You're getting 10-inch inflatable tires, you had 10 amp-hour 10S battery pack, you have a folding mechanism that is easy to operate yet a bit hard to lock, and you have an overall average build quality, but nothing dramatic that is causing the risk that your scooter will fail or anything like that. What you also get false claims about the maximum speed of the scooter. You should expect your scooter to ride anywhere between 22 and 25 kilometers per hour, like any other city scooter with 36-volt battery pack. So my final verdict on the scooter, that it is a decent scooter for the price, but you have to be aware of some quality issues. Who is the scooter for? The scooter is for someone who lives in the city and needs a standard, pretty comfortable but not too big scooter for cruising around. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!